Abby.
Are you sure you're ready? I don't
Yeah.
want you to be premature or anything like that, Al.
You're gonna start that again, huh?
Oh, no.
There you are.
Anyway,
All right.
thank you. Thank you for spotlighting me. I don't care how people are. I know comics. I've been to the clubs. They always say, how are you doing tonight? But isn't that phony? No one gives a shit, really. You paid your ticket. You came in to see me. You don't like the show. Tough noogies on you. You're lucky to be seeing the Dr. Bubby. That's all I can say. The weather's been cuckoo lately. And those of you who remember those, if you can remember anything, the song, you know, it never rains in Southern California. Well, the guy was high on something because we have had more rain than we've had sunshine in the last month. And we've had monsoons. And we've had in Alpine, California, they have snow. How do you like that? And it wasn't cocaine, folks. It was snow. Not that I care, but I moved here for my health, and the snow and the cold and the rain just don't help. Anyway, neither here nor there, Nishka Fela. So I went on a cruise. I'm not telling you where, but it was one of the largest cruise ships in America. It was Oasis of something. And they tried to have different cities on the cruise ship. And they had a Central Park theme. They made it so lifelike, Al. Do you know? They brought in squirrels, like Central Park. They had trees, Al.
Right.
Ellen, they even brought in some homeless people.
Oh,
But to really make it authentic, Tim,
Yeah, that's awesome.
they pumped
Yeah.
in the odor of fresh urine.
oh,
Boy,
What a
it
nice
made me
touch.
homesick. Oh, that really reminded me of New York. But because people go on these all-inclusive cruise ships, and I know Tim knows what I'm talking about, because, you know, the food essentially, oh, it's free. We got to make sure we eat. So they have 3 lines at the buffet. They have the wheelchair line. They have a line for the walkers. And then they have the double wide line. And you go in one door and you go out the double wide door. And if they weighed you at the end of the cruise, you would owe them money. And then I believe I told you I went to to Hawaii on the cruise line. And it's all old people, because who else has the time, can afford it. 17 days from San Diego to Hawaii. You stop at a few islands, you get trinkets, and then you come back. So you can get 17 pounds, because they estimate you gain a pound a day. Anyway, we stopped at one of the tourist sites, and there was a woman with a flower on her head, behind her right ear. And I said, well, what does it mean? I saw somebody with it behind your right ear, behind your left ear. Well, right ear means that she's taken, she's engaged or married. What is left? She's available. She's single, looking. What about the one that has it on the top of her head? Well, she's looking for an upgrade. That's what I'm saying about that. Then I had a friend. I'm not adventurous. The most excitement I have is getting in front of a mic and talking to people, or talking to furniture, because I've done some hell gigs in Texas, believe it or not, in El Paso, because they couldn't understand me. I don't know why. I speak perfect English. And so just give me a mic. But my friend liked to go snorkeling off the ship. And she says, oh, it's wonderful. You see all kinds of wonderful fish. I said, look, there's a tropical fish tank on the ship. That's my idea. And then you pick out your lobster and fuck it. That's my kind of wildlife. I don't know what it is with these people. They go biking, hiking, they're flying, they're climbing. God doesn't want Jews to swim. Did you know that, Ellen?
No.
The last Jew that was with water was Moses, and a lot of good that did. They parted the sea, and fuck that, it just doesn't work. We have a holiday coming up. I know that both Christians and Jews remember Queen Esther. And Queen Esther saved the Jews from this bad guy Haman, and now we eat his tush. It's called Haman tush, you know, the triangle pastry. And that's called Purim, the Feast of Lots, because they were going to kill the Jews. And our motto is, they tried to kill us, we won, let's eat, because that's it. You non-Jews, you kill yourself with alcohol. We kill ourselves with a knife and fork. But I remember listening to a comedian talk about, he was from the Deep South. And he said, man walked across the street. He dropped dead. They said, oh, his number's up. Yeah, his number was up. It was 200 over 150, because that was the stroke belt down in the South. They had a lot of hypertension. Well, if you eat a lot of good old fatback, bacon, stuff with a lot of sodium, your number will be up too. But if you eat some of our real good ethnic food with all the fat and the sodium, your number will be up sooner than later. On that happy note, I gotta leave you. As they say in French, sei gesund, you should be healthy, you should have a cute punim, a cute tush. Be to have a lot of fiber, so you'll be nice and clean in your hoo-ha, and you know that's very important. My family gets annoyed when I do bowel humor, but I used to be, and I was concerned about what people eat, but also you're worried, right, Dr. Ellen, about what comes out. And so have your fiber, have your Metamucil margarita and your prune daiquiris, and you'll be fine. And a shot of schnapps or a vino. See you soon. Bye.
All right, let's hear it for another November. All right, how was that for a transition, huh? Pretty good.
Some shit.
Just myself. All right, Abby, I got it. Did they really have a replica area like like Central Park?
A replica of Central Park, yes.
And
I sort of exaggerated with the urine. They had a Central Park. And I'm not mentioning the cruise ship's name.
okay, was that's interesting, I guess, huh? You didn't have a good time. All right, well, I'm sorry to hear that. You're very, yeah, I also a lot of different religions on the ship at the same time. And
Oh,
they have services for all religions.
That's right.
Wow.
In fact, when we went one cruise, it was during Hanukkah, and they brought in a retired rabbi. I think he had dementia, and he came with his wife, and they had given out the little prayer books, and he goes off on a story, and the wife says, Shalom, Shalom, you're on the wrong page. Go back to page 42. You're on the wrong holiday. But we had a lot of food. They always made sure we had food. So
That's funny.
anyway,